What the fuck are we doing here? It seemed there was no, there was no pursuit, so I managed to save myself. At the cost of lacerated, scratched, and bleeding feet, as I had no time to put on my boots. I sat on a tree stump and sighed. I would not sit on a tree stump if I was naked, let me tell you. A tree stump would be the last thing I would sit on if I was naked. Sometime later, having dressed already, I left the forest. I need to decide what to do next. My feet are hurting, so I should go straight to the infirmary. But on the other hand, my stomach isn't going to wait either. Maybe I should accept Electronic's invitation, or head to the canteen in the hope of finding something to eat there. Oh, man. Let's go to the infirmary, because didn't I, like, bust open my hands, too, earlier? I was always took good care of my health. I was always took good care of my health. And even better care at the times when something starts to hurt badly. Without hesitation, I made my way to the infirmary. But right in front of the door I stopped as if some mysterious force was holding me. I had absolutely no desire to face the camp nurse without any urgent need, but on the other hand, I almost did a great deed yesterday in defending the infirmary, so in some sense she owed me. I took heart and opened the door. Your feet are all cut up, man. That's legitimate, I think. Hi, Pioneer. Hello. I'm sorry that I was so late yesterday. It wasn't a problem at all. Why have you come? Are you sick? She smiled slyly. Well, I got my feet a bit... You got a bit what? My feet? I gave a stupid answer. Okay, show me. I sat on the couch and took off my boots. How did you manage that? I better keep silent about what happened near the washstands. Well, Okay, never mind. Wait a second. She rummaged in the door and took out a big red pill with a cross-shaped notch from a vial. What's that for? I was disturbed by the size of the pill and its strange shape. They are broken in halves, usually not in quarters. This is to make the amputation of your legs unnecessary. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. What? Okay. Nothing, don't be afraid, Pioneer. You'll take it and it'll be alright. And this pill? Why does it look like that? It's for patients who refuse to take medicinals perorally. Is she gonna shove this up my butt? Is that what's gonna happen right now? What the fuck is going on in this game? What the fuck is happening right now? We screw it into them with a screwdriver then. I didn't dare to ask where they were being screwed in, actually. And now try to bear it a bit. She took a big pack of cotton wool, wrapped a bud with it, and applied plenty of iodine to it. What the fuck? I embraced myself with the torments of hell. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? But my trust in this method of disinfection was much higher than in this odd pill, so I had to withstand the burning. Now it's done. I put my boots on and tried to walk away. My feet were still hurting, but the sharp pain was gone. Thank you. Don't mention it. Drop in any time, Pioneer. I said goodbye and left the infirmary. My health problem was solved. It's the right time to eat now. The day was just started, but I've gone through so many things already. But I did it, and now I have legitimate grounds to fill myself up. Today wasn't the last one, so I could choose a free table. Lunch included pea soup and mashed potatoes with fish. It was a major disappointment to me, as I don't eat fish in any form, and hence will get a fewer calories than usual. So Slavia and Lena came to my table. Can we? She smiled nicely. Eh? Yeah, sure. I stood up and pulled out a chair for her. Please. I was in an excellent mood at that moment. Enjoy your meal. Saying that, Lena began staring at me and continued for some time, but then, after realizing how odd she looked, switched to her plate. You too. Do you have any plans for today, Simeon? Nope. I gave her an honest answer, as I indeed had no plans. Except for searching for answers, which I apparently never do. I just talk about it. Shout out to our favorite character over here again. Welcome back, buddy. You're looking great. But that was more like a global goal. Do you want to take a boat ride? Do you want to take a boat ride to the island with us? The island? Well, I think I've seen it from the pier. For what? Olga asked us to gather some strawberries. There are a lot of strawberries there, and they're so delicious. I can imagine the taste without even eating it, just by looking at Slavia's face. Strawberries? And what are those for? We smoke them, idiot. I don't know, but it's indeed a great idea. Well, indeed it is. Moreover, I haven't been to the island yet. Yeah, sure. Why not? Ellipses. This guy just... He's talking about searching for answers, but then never does anything to search for answers. It's just like, I'll search for answers eventually. Within minutes, we were already standing at the pier. Well, here's the boat. Hang on, I'll go fetch paddles now. I was left face to face with Lena. Do you like strawberries? Masterclass conversation starter, this guy is. What's your opinion on strawberries? Well, not really. But they're tasty. What? Lena smiled. I don't like them, but they're tasty. I see. I didn't know what to say next. How to continue the conversation. If Slavy didn't come back, we'd probably sit here till the evening without saying a word. Here you go. She handed me a pair of hefty paddles. It's the name of my next punk band. Yeah, thanks. I see how it is. I gotta do all the work. We get into the boat and I untied it, pushed off the shore, and tried to start paddling. And where exactly are we headed to? Right there. She pointed her finger at the island. That island is named the closest one. Fantastic. I wonder what captain gave it such an original name. Well, the island is indeed close to the shore. Aye, Captain. If only I'd know what was waiting for me ahead. I wasn't an experienced oarsman. I'd rowed a boat just once or twice in my life. It was less than half a mile to the island, but we were making our way in zigzags thanks to my skills. By approximately the middle of the trip, my arms hurt so badly that I dropped the paddles to get some rest. Well, aren't there any strawberries anywhere else? I mean, in more accessible places? But the tastiest ones grow there. Slavy gave me a puzzled look. Is it hard for you to row alone? Lena, unlike Slavia, understood everything straight away. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, I couldn't let a fragile girl help me. The rest of the way I spent concentrating on staying alive. Staying alive. While getting to the island. Slavia and Lena discussed something but I wasn't listening. This was too much for me. At last we arrived. That does not look... Is that the dock that we rode from? Didn't he say it was like a half a mile away? Or is that the island? I don't know. No, that's the dock, because those are the building. What the... Completely exhausted, I got out of the shore and looked at the boathouse. It seemed so far away that I felt like a first person on the moon watching the Earth rise. It's really not that far away. Here you go. Slavia handed me a basket. It was a small island, barely 100 meters long. It looked more like a birch grove, with even rows of trees covering its entire surface. The calm green sea spread beneath our feet, with wind causing lonely waves on its surface from time to time. This island looked like a lost paradise. It's no wonder that the most delicious strawberries grow just here. We've got to split up. That way we'll do the job faster. Yeah, sure. But there are only 2 baskets, said Lena humbly. Oh, you're right, my bad. So, how are we going to split up then? Why don't you two go together? I'm sick of everybody. I'm done with all this. I'll go with Slavia, I guess. I didn't want to walk here alone and hope that Slavia would join me, but I couldn't bring myself to ask. Well, it's obvious. 1 basket for me and 1 for you two. Yeah. No, let me go with you. Slavia smiled. She wants this D. Okay. I was a bit surprised, but I was also glad that it turned out like this. Lena seemed to take no offense at all. Ellipses. Okay. The reaping has commenced! The strawberries were delicious here indeed. Could probably eat them all if I didn't stop myself in time. Despite being wild grown, the berries were close to the garden ones in size and had rich red color, so it was clear that our visit here wasn't in vain. Slavia was walking right beside me as we had our only basket. It felt like a mushroom picker looking under every shrub and searching through the grass carefully. Pay attention! An entire bunch of strawberries had been left behind. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's fine. You must enjoy being here, don't you? You like nature after all. Of course I do. Slavia smiled. It reminds me of my home. We have similar beautiful birches there. She gazed dreamily somewhere into the distance. Look, I've always wanted to ask, what do you like in general? You look busy 24/7 and it seems like you have no time to rest at all. She started to think. I don't know, really. Doing a variety of activities is enjoyable for me. Well, that's understandable, but still. I like knitting and sewing. Things like that. You know, girl stuff. Good stuff for wives to do, you know. Sylvie took a handkerchief out of her pocket. There were red, yellow, and green flowers embroidered on it. They were entangled with each other in a complicated way, creating sophisticated geometric forms. Such a typical Russian handmade handkerchief. Such a typical Russian handmade handkerchief. You're all familiar, right? With those classic, famous Russian handmade handkerchiefs. Glimpsing it, I instantly imagined Slavia dressed in an ancient sarafan, sitting on a bench beside a ramshackle house with a crowd of playing children running around. It's quite cute. Thanks. Let me give it to you as a gift. Oh, that's nice. Such a proposal embarrassed me. You shouldn't. No, take it. I looked at the handkerchief once again and put it in my pocket. Thank you. Ellipses. She totally wants to have a nice relationship. There were so many strawberries here that after a mere half an hour, we had the baskets filled to the brim. It seems we're done. Yes. We've got a lot, so it should be enough. When we got back to the boat, Lena wasn't there yet. She'd need more time to fill her basket by herself. Yeah, I guess so. I looked at the river. Sun sparkles happily danced across the water surface, were the only thing to distinguish it from a mirror. That's how calm the river seemed. What are you thinking about? Nothing really. You? Me? What will happen once vacation is over? We'll have to leave this camp and go back to our homes. Go on. Will I ever see anyone I meet here again? Will I ever see you again? She looked at me with her eyes so full of sorrow that I couldn't think of what to say. Lena came out of nowhere, breaking the silence. Oh, you're done already? Here. She showed us a basket full of strawberries. Great! Now we can go back. And I still had Slavi's face with those words of hers in my mind. Sadness and sorrow weren't the kinds of emotions typical of her. Could she be hiding them all the time under a mask of cheerfulness? I had no answers to this question, and I knew I couldn't find one either way. Maybe later. The way back took less time as I tried to concentrate on rowing and ignoring everything else. My only wish was to get back alive, as the first trip hadn't gone without consequences, and now my hands started to hurt after only a few swipes of the oars. Having tied up the boat, I fell to the ground with no energy left. Slavia and Lena leaned over me. You could have said something if it was so hard for you. Yes. Never mind, it's fine. I'll just lie here for a bit. Everything will be alright. Okay, then get those baskets to Olga, please. We have something else to do. Yeah, sure. I was ready to agree with anything at that moment, just so I wouldn't have to get up. This game is actually legitimately kind of funny. Slavia put the basketfuls of strawberries next to me and headed to the square, happily chatting with Lena about something. The hardest part is done anyway. That's what I thought before I got back up and took the baskets. After the rowing, they felt like cement bags, even while weighing barely more than a few kilograms